ridicule, and it hurts the precepts of an open democratic society where ideas rise and fall on their relative merit. So please keep the park open for everyone, even those we don't much like. Please let, as someone once said, this too shall pass. Let's not swat flies with sledgehammers, because we can do a lot of damage. Thank you, panel, for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir?
Hi, my name is Lachlan. I live on Robbins Road down by the high school. And I'm the...
In Keene?
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm the intern for the city clerk. I thought it might be good to bring up some of the case law I found for Washington, D.C. For their basement ordinance, which the language reads, it shall be unlawful for any person or persons willfully and wantonly to disfigure, cut, chip, cover, erode, or otherwise place filth or excrement to write, mark, or print a scene or indecent figures representing clean objects upon to write, mark, draw, or paint, without the consent of the owner or proprietor, or in the case of public property or of the person having charge, custody, or control thereof, any word, sign, or figure upon any property, public or private building, statue, monument, office, public passenger vehicle, mass transit equipment, facility, dwelling, structure of any kind. And this is from the case Mahoney v. Doe, 097131. And the gist of the ordinance here is that if you seek permission from the public authority that has control over that area, you're allowed to go ahead. And so in front of the White House, they have an annual chalk contest called Chalk for Peace, and people that do that annually seek permission from the White House to chalk in front of pavement in front of there, but you can't get permission. So I guess if you would ask whether I'm in favor of an ordinance or not, I guess I'd say to have something that allows for some amount of chalking.
Thank you. Councilor Jones, you have a question?
Well, about what the gentleman just said, going back to Councilor Filio's request, it sounds like people think we have an ordinance here tonight and we're going to vote this ordinance up and down, and we are definitely not. The request from Councilor Filio was to research the possibility of an enforceable ordinance, which means if we voted yes to research the possibility, staff would come back and give us all the options we could do, including the options you mentioned, including allowing it in certain areas. There's a lot of things that can be looked at. I just want to make sure the public's clear. We're not here with the ordinance in front of us tonight that votes to ban graffiti and
Okay.
and Councilor Filio, that's what you're looking for, correct?
Hi, my name is Jamie Adams. I live in Keene, New Hampshire. And right out of the gate, I want to say I am not in support of the chalking ordinance until I see the text of it. I want to know how it's framed. I'd like to see a sunset resolution put on it so it's revisited at some point in time. It's not just a blanket rule set in stone forever and ever. I think I would like also to express there's plenty of rules and laws and courts and whatever name you want to apply to it that covers some of the behaviors that are seemingly revolving around the chalking. I would really like to see those enforced more. Defamation of character is a real problem. I have some serious issues with that. Taunting people. Mariah drew some beautiful things. And I also went out and did some cleanup, but the art part that she had there that was quite lovely, I left. But the taunting is almost intolerable. Also, I'd like to see an enforcement of the current criminal mischief statute. If it's on the sidewalk, sure, it's temporary, but if it's on any vertical structures, please, I don't want to tolerate it. Like there's still stains on the common, on the gazebo. And it shouldn't, it just shouldn't. I don't feel like I want to be burdened with this anymore. And so anyway, if staff comes up with an ordinance, is there sometime the public may be able to see the
Yeah, any
language?
proposed ordinance, it would come back. Well, first of all, any decision from this committee has to be voted on by the full council. If it goes past the full council, staff will do what this committee recommended, or if it was amended, it would come back to this committee. There would be plenty of opportunity for the public to
So it really
comment
is-
on anything.
It is a long process, not an event, so it will be revisited.
Yeah, the possibility, as Councilor Jones pointed out again, the possibility of an enforceable graffiti ordinance is what Councilor Filio is requesting. The ordinance process, any ordinance takes a number of months at the very least, in my experience.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Go this way. I'm sorry, beg your pardon.
Sorry, speaking to the two of us. My name is Ed Bryans, and I live on Homestead Highway in New Hampshire. I'm out here. I know people that are both for this and against this particular ordinance, even though we don't have a wording for it.
Yeah, it's not an ordinance, it's
I understand.
possibly researching an enforceable graffiti ordinance is the request that was
Just
made to this
to
committee.
give you a little of my history, I grew up in Los Angeles. There's what we call graffiti, that's spray paint on buildings. It doesn't get removed. There's some very beautiful artistic graffiti, but it's permanent. What we're talking about here in Keene is, I realize there's artwork, there may be words being written, children playing hopscotch, children playing tic-tac-toe. This truck, it comes off, it rinses off with rain, it rinses off naturally. To me, this seems to be a lot of nonsense for a very minor thing. There's much bigger problems in Keene. We have a court system that kidnaps children from parents. We have a lot of issues that are going on here. This just seems to be a big waste of time. And that's just my opinion of it. I'm also a veteran, I'm a business owner. I've come down on the square and played hopscotch with my kids. We've walked over and bought an ice cream while we're downtown. We've gotten a coffee, we go to the candy store. So does it bring business to town? If I'm downtown having fun with my children, I spend my money downtown. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lisa Mers, I also live in Chesterfield, and I'd just like to make a few comments. One of the comments is that I think everyone has had some really great feedback. Children chalking, I think, is a little different. I've seen pictures of children chalking on the gazebo floor. Rain won't wash that off. I've seen chalking that don't come off, as some other people have said. My big point that I wanted to bring forth is last week I had 18 international visitors here. I work at a business, a global business, globally. And they were downtown. And the discussions the next day were, don't go downtown unless there's more than 2 of us together at a time because of what they saw. Not necessarily just the chalking, so maybe that's for a different night, but it was because of the groups of people together. It was because of someone brandishing, a nightstick and the hollering. They shared that there was vulgar language written in chalk. Smiley faces all over the place. While that may seem peaceful, do we really need 100 of them? I just wanted the feedback from a visitor standpoint, having 18 international people talk about how they felt not particularly safe is not what I know my community to be.
you for this proposal forward or against it?
I think for the ordinance, but,
Well, it's not an ordinance, it's research.
yeah, for the research, yes.
Council Jones put the bug in my ear. Not just once. I just want to make sure, I saw other folks. Does anybody else want to, this gentleman in the striped shirt, and then this woman, and then we'll do next. Sorry, they had their hands up, they're standing in line.
Oh, sure. Hello, my name is Derek Horton. I too live in Keene, New Hampshire. And I believe that humans are born with certain freedoms, certain inalienable rights, and among them are the right to free expression. And I would consider the use of chalk, which is a natural substance developed in nature without the assistance of humans, to be a tool that humans use for free expression. In a common area like downtown Keene Central Square, this is a perfectly appropriate place for communication of ideas. And to criminalize the use of a natural substance like chalk in downtown would be to criminalize free expression. I want the council to also consider the children, because chalking primarily a children's activity, though some adults in the community do engage in it as well. Would the council really feel comfortable breaking out the handcuffs for children?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I'd like to hear your answer if you're not sure if it's a rhetorical question.
I think that every comment this evening is appreciated. I'm just trying to clarify if that's a reason why you don't support going further in exploring the possibility of an enforceable graffiti ordinance. But I would like to ask you a question, if I may. Free expression, you've mentioned that. That's a right we all enjoy, whether we agree with what other people say or not. But what about, does free expression, we've heard a lot of testimony this evening about offensive, rather threatening, perhaps communication that could be defamatory.